honest, Avil, you missed me.
Sandra, I will admit, it is good to hear your voice again. How is the work on your portal progressing?
That's why I'm contacting you. I've run into a problem. This is a bigger, more complicated piece of machinery than I've created before. I need some help. In the Alturas Canyon, there is a community of craftsmen. The finest metalworkers in Dolorum live there. I need some of those people to help finish my project. Avil, you have to save those engineers before the Ravenii kill them.
I will, Sandra. I promise.
Thank you, sir. If you're looking for an engineer, they mostly live up on the canyon cliffs. I hope they make it out all right.
We used to be able to climb up this shaft, but ever since the Ravenii appeared, these mines have fallen to ruin.
I bet I could climb the shaft if I jumped back and forth between wall segments.
If it's metalsmithing you need, you're looking for my sister. She should be back at her smithy, forging weapons to fend off these beasts. Metallurgy? I'm afraid not, Sentinel. You'll have to look elsewhere to find the engineer you seek.
Citizen, are you one of the famed metalsmiths of the Alturas Canyon?
That I be. Who is it that asks?
My friend Xandra requires your assistance. You will be transported to her swiftly.
Avil, you've saved one of the engineers. That's great. But we still need one more. I won't be able to build my device without them. Please, Avil, for all our sakes, you must find them.
An engineer? I am, but not a worker of metals, I'm afraid. I do hope you find who you're looking for, Sentinel.
Metalsmithing? I'm just a woodworker, I'm afraid. But I'm certain I could be of aid to the King's forces.
I will send you there at presently, citizen.
Metalsmithing? I'm just a woodworker, I'm afraid. But I'm certain I could be of aid to the King's forces.
I will send you there at presently, citizen.
A sentinel? What brings you to the Alturas Canyon?
I am seeking help from the renowned metalsmiths who are said to reside in this area. Would you happen to know where I might find one?
You are in luck, Sentinel. I am one such metalworker, and I have been quite curious about these portal stones. Fantastic job, Avil. You've saved my engineers. Now, try to lure the Ravenii to the higher peaks.
Is this Raveni's armor made from bones? Something tells me destroying this bone armor won't be so easy. Skulls on the Raveni's bone armor glow with flames. I don't think a rune strike will damage them while the skulls are lit up. My rune strike seems to have no effect on that skull while its flames are lit. I've got to rune strike the skulls when the flames go out. I'll have this thing down in no time. Those flames briefly extinguish after the Ravenii attacks.
Avil, you've gotten a lot better with that whip. I'm actually impressed.
I wish it were as easy as it looks.
When we end this war, and spare me your cautious remarks, we should reform the Sentinel Order. You have surpassed our teacher in all ways. Think of the world we could create.
An army of Sentinels would be too powerful, Xandra. Too uncontrollable. The temptation for greed in men, all humans, is too great.
The threats we face require a risk, Avil. With your leadership, we could inspire change in the world.
I'm afraid the world would stay the same, and it would be us who changed. For the worse.
We are not the people who came before us, Avil. We get to decide who we are.
I offer a compromise, then. When this war is over, I will finish your training, and yours alone. What you decide to do with the responsibility will be up to you.
And what will be your life's vocation after my training?
Something boring.
I awoke in a temple. In front of me sat the monk and Avil with him. The monk had taught Avil some new tricks. And that's when I realized the Sentinels were real?
I am the last. All the knowledge of the Sentinels has been passed down to me.
I knew I needed to do something to help. As a blacksmith's daughter, I helped forge weapons. Now armed to fight the hordes. The Sentinels had returned. Avil, the engineers you rescued from Alturas Canyon have been an incredible help. We're putting the final pieces of the device together now.
That's fantastic news, Xandra. How soon can you build your portal?
Not as soon as I'd like. We're not moving people a few miles this time. We're sending them across the stars. Our location has to be perfect. We only have one chance to get it right. The Ravenii, they know we're up to something. They know we have use of their portals and we're getting better at deploying them.
You think they will be looking for you?
Absolutely. And they'll figure that out by what areas you're defending.
So, what do I do?
Attack and defend randomly. Do not stay in one place too long.
I knew we could count on you!
The people of Delorum shall be indebted to you, Avil. The citizens of Delorum are lucky to have you, Avil. Civilians are dying, Avil. You must help them. Be careful, Avil. The Ravenii are nearby.
Another innocent life lost. Has King Nero traveled with you? Stayed by your side?
Oh, don't worry about me. I can't take 2 steps without a battalion of bodyguards. The king isn't going to let anything happen to me.
I'm glad to see he has kept his oath despite our disagreements. In that case, perhaps just offer him a subtle reminder that should anything befall you, the Ravenii would be considered a mercy.
Charming. How about I just tell him you said hello instead?